Oh shoot. What's happening, everybody? How we doing today? How goes Saturday? How goes your Saturday? Wait, where are my bare feet at, bro? Are they upstairs? Shoot. Maybe they're upstairs. I'll just put my... No, actually, they're over there. All right, y'all. Let me get... We should do some activities inside the house today. It's been cold the last couple of days, so I didn't want to actually play outside today. Frustration mentally can drive you up the wall. Oh, I'll press. So, yeah, I know it's an interesting view, huh? Maybe I should just turn the camera around so you can see. So you can see me. What's up, Jack? See Jack right there? Jack's the man. He just been chilling. Chilling today. Oh, man. Make sure we got our... Yep. What's happening, y'all? Said it was successful. All right, so today is Saturday. I guess it doesn't really matter because somebody might look at this and be like, yo, it was like a week ago or something. But let me see. It's Friday, Saturday. I was supposed to do a paint and chill party at the house. I invite guests to the house and we draw, we paint, and be merry. But honestly, the holidays came up. People didn't want to really spend money, in places that they are, not normally. Yeah, they don't normally, showcase and stuff like that. 6, 7, let's go. That's so funny, 6, 7. I still have no idea why people say 6, 7 though. I really don't. I know it's like 6 days, 7 hours, or 6 hours, 6 days. I don't know. I mean, it's cool because I like the song, but whatever. 6, 7. What's happening, y'all? How y'all doing? I got 14 people. What's up? Appreciate the likes. What's up, Jaden? Wait. Have you been to my stream before, Jaden? I don't know. All these names start to sound the same every time, bro. They always start to sound the same. What's happening? Oh, we got 9 people now. We went from 14 to 9 people. I guess we must not be doing enough. Like I might have to get up and start dancing and stuff to get my 14 people up. Now we got 4. I'm talking too much, huh? Y'all came here for some action, huh? On a Saturday? Is that what y'all came here for? Is that what y'all came here for? Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we just gonna get to it, yo, because we gotta paint today. It's interesting because I'm always trying to figure out like what view people want to see. And I don't know. I ain't figured it out yet. Honestly, I mean, I care, but I just ain't figured it out yet. So now we got 2 people. It's cool. It's cool. So usually on these drip and paint sensation type, I have some canvas, and we're just gonna drip some paint. That's really it. The perspective of this experience is different because I think I might need the table for this one. I was thinking about that. So I might actually add the table real quick. Because I was going to drip it on the floor, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just drip it on my lap. No, that's too big. No, we're not going to do that. Because I like the floor, but I don't know. We'll use the table and see what happens. If nothing comes out of it, I'm cool with that. Because I'm trying to figure out in which way to do this, because the experience level I have of painting is multifaceted. So, you know, we can do whatever the heck we want to do because we made it. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's change the orientation of this. Table. Ooh, I like this. This is even better. Let's go. Wait, you can't see Jack back there, bro. Jack. You can't see Jack no more if you look at it like this. Dang it. Dang it. Anyway, so we have two of these real quick, right? We got some paint. You said the table is broken? Oh my gosh. Wait, did you watch my short where I broke the table, bro? Oh man. Yeah, that was a whole day and a half of stuff, bro. But yeah, so I got this table. It's pretty sturdy though. What's up, Jennifer? Oh, I like that. I ain't heard of Jennifer in forever. Appreciate you stopping by, Jennifer. What's up, Mash? How y'all doing? All right, so we're only gonna work on one at a time because you can only focus on one thing and one thing only. You know what I'm saying? Oh shoot, it turned from like 12 people to 3 to 12 to 6 to 9. There's a little bit of paint in here. So we can't drink out of this cup. So I put my triple cup back here because I don't want to get paint in it. So we're going to put that back there. What's happening, y'all? You said that's the first time someone said my name. Thanks. Absolutely. No, I swear I have never. Let me see. Man, it's been a while since I had a Jennifer, like, that I ever met a Jennifer or talked to a Jennifer or you know, asked the Jennifer how she was doing. You know, it's been a while. This container is completely empty, so we're gonna ignore that one. I got some blue too. You're welcome. You're very welcome. So we got some blue. I gotta be careful because I'm getting paint all over my hands already, bro. Oh. All right, I'll just wipe it on my shirt. I'll wipe it on my hoodie because I should have put the gloves on. You said Mash said yes, let's go. Oh, I'm just gonna let you guys know that I'm a doctor. I'm not certified, but we're about to do some surgery real quick, y'all. So we gotta put some gloves on. You said get a container full of water and rinse your hands in that. I just wiped it on my hoodie. That's it. We're just gonna keep it moving because if I get up, it's too much, man. It's too much. But I appreciate that. That is good value though. Next time I'll get a yeah, next time I'll do that. I might need the fan too because this stuff's starting to smell already. Already. You said, bruh? It's happening. How y'all doing? You said you're welcome. Let's go. Let's go. Put a little bit of white in there because that white will help mix up the paint rather than darkening the color. It'll just lighten up the aspects of the representation. Actually, I don't have a lot more. I do not have a lot of paint. I went to the store today and I got 0 ounces of paint today. Whoa. It shows you where well, that sounds watery. Okay, so you see that there's there's a surface here at the bottom just to catch the additional paint, because guess what? This is poster paper. So what I'm going to use is this to paint on too. Oh my gosh, it's strong. Hold up. I got to get a fan because I'm inhaling. Whoa, that stuff is strong. Sheesh. Hold on, I'm going to get the fan real quick. I didn't realize that I would be inhaling atmosphere of that. I just want to blow it in another direction real quick. And usually I'm outside with this. So if you ever use acrylic paint, everybody's like, oh, it's non-toxic. No, that stuff is toxic. If you inhale it for too long periods of time, it will mess with you, like on some serious stuff, because it's not oxygen. It is a totally different substance. And it smells crazy. So just give me 2 seconds. I'm going to put this fan and then I'm going to sit back down. But I appreciate y'all joining too. All right, let's see. And also it will help. There we go. All right, cool. So I just filled this cup up. Can you see that? Just smell it real quick. Just get a whiff of that. Yeah, that smells crazy. You said, you're welcome. You got a new subscriber. Oh, appreciate that. You said, I'm going to go play Uno. Wait, you're not going to play Uno with me? Like, we could have just, no, we don't even got to paint. Let's just play Uno for real. Let's just do that, man. You said, all right, I'm taking too long. I usually start this out pretty quick, but just wanted to chat it up real quick though, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so we're just gonna oh, this is watery. There's gonna be some orange stuff right here. But anyway, so we're in the house too. So a lot of what we're doing right here, I usually don't do this in the house, only because it's super strong. And you know, there's other places that you can paint and stuff like that, but I'm okay with that. So I have to be wary about this because, oh, I noticed something too. I'm probably just jumping around because my brain is on 400 right now. Where's all the paint at though? Where's all the paint? There's the blue. Oh my gosh. I went all the way to the store, didn't get no paint. I didn't get any more small cups because these are just like large cups. And they're good until they're not. Like, I like the little small ones because I can just let it drip all over the top of the whoever. You know what I'm saying? So let's put you here. And generally, I like to think that our idea is just let it do whatever it's going to do, because it's going to do whatever it's going to do. And then guess what? That's the best way to do it. That's the best way. But I appreciate you guys staying for a second, subscribing, being a part of, you know, this experience with me. You know what I'm saying? Because this is part of the day. It's a slow process. It's like watching paint dry, you know? I appreciate the likes too. See you guys. See you later. Mash Jetta. Jeda. What does that stand for? Jada? I know a Jada. So this is the first one. As you can see, it's not a lot of paint on the one side, but yo, why does it look like that on the TV? I gotta turn the saturation up, bro. It looks crazy, man. All right, so this one's not that bad. For like 2 seconds, I thought I'll put my face over this and then like just figuring out where to go from there, but we're not gonna do that, bro. It's not that serious. All right, so we're just going to give this a little bit. We're just going to give this a, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do for this one, but the idea is just to go somewhere, take my ideas, thoughts, experiences, take it there, come back, tell a story, congratulate myself, and yeah, yeah. So how do you guys paint? Does anybody else in here paint? Does anybody else in here create based on, because some people tell me that they draw. It's cool. I like drawing too. I don't mind drawing at all. Painting's a little different because it's messy, like really messy stuff. And often enough, like you can just get wild with it. So that's why I really enjoy this experience called painting. And I was talking to somebody and I explained to them, like, I've never known how to paint with a paintbrush, if that makes sense, right? Somebody's like, oh, well, I thought that's what you did with a paint. But I was like, that's not how I paint. I paint by dripping the paint. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I allow the paint to do whatever it is that it says it wants to do. And then just taking a back seat to it, like it's going to go somewhere. I just don't know where it's going to go. So we have whatever this color rendition is. So I'm going to add, should we add white? I think we should add, oops. Knock that off the tree. Okay, I did have white. Oh, I got one of those too. This is a cool little thing. That's a little sponge. Oh, I never really used this sponge to do sponge stuff, but it could be something. It could be something. I like this. Oh no, we can do something with that. Hold on 1 second. We can definitely do something. So the idea is that this paint will drip onto the bottom, or the bottom will be the catch-all to the experience. But what we're going to do is I'm going to add some white into this cup because okay, not expecting that. I'm going to add just a little bit of white there because I want to use that white. Dang. And we're just going to take some of that. And I'm going to get paint everywhere, aren't I? I'm just going to get paint freaking everywhere, bro. Oh, so I have what they call synesthesia. And I have to think that colors are the main process of the brain, right? You can function without color, but there's a little issue. Or is it the sound? Wait, I gotta hold on. I'm probably getting both of those mixed up. Synesthesia. Anyway, we'll figure it out. But I love color, so mixing these two here, you'll see it. There's obviously ways of doing things is what I'm trying to get to. And because I see it some type of way, this is the way that I see the experiences, right? You can take that however you want to, but what I'm trying to state is that when you can align or make something of whatever it is that you're creating, it turns into other things that you didn't expect, like a face, or using colors to trade off something else that you don't actually know about. So like some people know about Let's just say you know how to drive a car. Some people don't know how to drive a car, but their experiences with other things outperform the fact that they don't know how to drive a car, if that makes sense. I think it makes sense. I'm making it make sense. But you know what? I don't like this brush. We're going to use the sponge because I think the sponge was hitting hard too. It was hitting so hard. But I do like that white. So we're going to add this. Oh yeah. But anyway, so what I found out the other day is that most of the paintings that I have faces in it. And so in a second, I'm going to show you, because sometimes the paintings are upside down, and somebody explained to me that they had saw in their own artwork faces. And I was like, wait, we can't all see faces. But then again, I was like, well, if I see faces, then other people will find faces in the things that they see. And that's just what the narrative of it, because we're focused on the colors, the light value, and anything else that comes into our reference as a face. You'll see it. You'll see the face. Just see, it's just pretty random at this point, but I like the randomness because we have some colors, some additionals, blah blah blah. And like I said, this bottom part is part of the painting as well. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see it. You'll see what I'm talking about, bro. Anyway, so this is the part where right? Did you see what I just did? That's it. We're done. The day is done, bro. I'm just playing. We're not going to mess with it for a hot second. I'm going to turn this around just a little bit, because what's going to happen is that, oh yeah, don't go. Don't leave. Can you see it? It's right there. All right. So this is just the first one. And please, you got to hang on for this, bro. You got to hang on. So we have our second one. We're only going to use 2 of them because these canvas, we don't have to use a bunch of them. I got some blue. Okay. And just remember what I just said about faces, right? Y'all didn't see me do anything else. I don't have another paintbrush. There's nothing else. Watch closely. But anyway, so the goal was at some point was, oh, there's some boogers in there. No, I don't want the boogers in there. So the goal is to paint, and a lot of people have different ideas of how painting should look. Like some people like forest, animals, creatures, seascapes, islands, portraits, dogs, cats, horses, umbrellas, you name it. Like people do not well, I was about to say people do have like a way of thinking things for artwork. So we're just gonna let that sit for a few seconds as we're adding paint into this cup. No, I can't drink that. That's not good. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. I have to tell myself not to drink the paint, because I do have water in cups, but don't drink the paint, bro. All right, I don't think I have yellow. Actually, I do have some yellow. So let's add some yellow here, because most of this is skin color. So our skin has red, yellows, blues. So we added our blues, we added our yellows. We're going to add some red. We add a little bit of white because I want pink as well, because pink is the color. Okay. It's a pretty hefty cup right here too. Man, every time I see a cup, it just makes me want to think that I should put my face up to it. Maybe one day I will. I don't know. I don't know, bruh. I don't know. Oh, I like that. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Here, this is for you. Because you're not here. I just want to make sure you get some of this paint. You get all that paint right there. Oh yeah. Nice. You see that? That's for you right there. This is all for you. Interesting. Looks like I'm going to be sitting down for quite a while. So if you guys got some popcorn, got some chips, some salsa, we're gonna paint for about an hour. It's only been 25 minutes, so we're pretty much halfway done with this experience. So that's what this pour looks like. You said you're back. Let's go. Did you finish playing? Did you win? I told you we could have played Uno together. That would have been so cool. That would have been so cool to play some Uno with you, man. That would have been so cool. Maybe next time. Maybe next time we could play some Uno together. All right, so I'm just trying to move some of the paint without swishing it, sloshing it, driving over it. I just want to make sure I get some of which, because I like the spaces. The spaces do me really good because it gives opportunity for me to add into the realm of no paint. That makes sense. So that's what we're trying to get to. I'm just trying to be gentle. We don't have to go crazy and stuff like that because most of the paint is going to adhere. We just have to give it a place to adhere to. So once again, this is going to go at the bottom because our first one is face down. Can you see that? That other first one is face down. So we're going to add this one to it as well. I think that one's pretty empty, so. And so I have poster paper at the bottom as well. And I've always wanted to do this. I just don't have, I just didn't have the thought until now. I was like, why am I not using the poster paper to paint, you know. I use acrylic, but just the markers, so we're going to add ta-da. All right, so we have both of these. I should have turned it the other way. Don't get crazy. Yep, there we go. All right, so I have both of the canvas downward. So this is the first one that we did. So let's get this one up first. Not too bad. It's not too bad. It's a little there, but it's cool. So we're gonna put this one. Oops, and I touched that paint too. Dang it. Hold on. True artist. I'm wiping my gloves off. All right, we're gonna put this one down. Oh, I want you to see that. We're gonna put this one down. Let that rest for a second. There's a lot of paint here too. Right? You get where I'm going, right? I'm actually painting, but guess what? You said that's cool? You said yes, let's go. You said I'm gonna play more later. All right, let's go. Are you playing on your phone or like are you playing with cards? Do you got cards? You got cards? Yeah? All right, let's go. Cards, yeah, let's go. I would 100% love to play some Uno with you for sure. All right, here's a little second part right here. Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see that? See that? All right, I'm gonna lay this one. Actually, I'm gonna bring this one back closer to me because I like the colors. And we're gonna put you right here. That's so awesome. Awesome, awesome. Awesome, awesome. So as you can see, not only am I painting on the canvas, but I'm painting on the poster too. So look how much paint I got on my hands. You see that? It's coming out. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. We're gonna rip this Band-Aid off real quick. Rawr! Look at that. You see that? Cool, cool, cool. Blah. So as you can see, there's this red splotchy. So what we can do is just add darker colors for features in order, you know, to make this pop just a little bit more. But as you can see, there's darker features already on the poster paper. So our lighter colors are good. Okay. So I'm going to turn this around once more because I want all of this paint to hit the surface. The surface? The surface. What? What? The service. Okay. I liked. Let's go. I think it's this way. Cool, cool, cool. Now, I see that there's edges that don't have paint. It's cool. If this goes into a frame, that word was weird. It tried to escape my thoughts. So if I put this in a frame, you know, the edges, you know, nobody's gonna be able to see the edges of the paint. So we did it like that. So let's turn this one around one more time. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Do you see what I'm doing though, right? Real easy, real easy. Dang, look at that. I like this one. I like wherever this one is going. I like that. So I'm gonna turn this one more time again. We're gonna put that paint at the bottom, which is now the top for me. Sheesh. All right, so this one should be good to release. The Kraken. There's a lot of paint. Oh, yeah, I knew I should have turned that the other way. Dang it. Dang it. Guess what we're about to do? Turn it this way. The paint should have went that way. I was looking at it. I was like, wait, I don't know if it's supposed to go that way though, bro. I don't know, bro. All right, let's release this one. Okay, paint's trying to dry a little bit. Not a problem. There's a lot more paint here on this surface too. I'm trying to find. I don't see any faces yet on this one, but it's cool. Can you see that though? It looks like I made a mess. It looks like I completely just splashed paint all over the place. The red is really intense, like stupid intense. Can you see that? Let me see. Those both look really different too. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see that. All right, let's get the. Just hold on for a second. I had to, you know, I only got two hands. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I only got. All right, so I really want some more paint on the outer edges, so we're going to. It's weird. Put that there. I'm gonna put this one here. I like the separation between color, but it can do whatever it wants to do. Just make sure it smudges just a little bit or stamps just a little bit. Whee! I like this already. A lot of red though. A lot of red. Moving on. We'll just put this. We'll join those two together because I just have this one last corner. And so just like I said, we have, I think this is almost done. I just want to get this corner. We'll put this one on the floor just for a second. Because I want this paint. I want this paint so bad. I want it to meet in the middle. There's a face in here. I'm just looking for it. Ooh, I like that. Dang. That looks crazy. What the heck? All right, I'm gonna put this on the floor too. We'll come back to those in a second, but this is what I still don't see it yet. I'm missing something. There is a body in there, but I'm gonna have to mix up some white. Thank you, somebody, for saying something, because I'd never know if it cut out or not. I just never know. Appreciate you saying that, life and nature. That's why I appreciate you joining every single time, man. Can you see that though? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Let's take. We have orange. Let's add some orange. Oh, trying to get the lightest of light colors to prop up. You got it. Come on. Whee! Got it. That's the sound of the paint falling into orange. Why do I always put so much orange in here? So how you been? Life and nature? You out there enjoying life? Out there making nature? I don't know if that sounded right. You're out there making the best you can make with your art, with your expressions, with your everything. Hands. Why are you so dry? Okay. There's something right here, but I'm not sure what the heck it is. Maybe this is like a different scene. I'm not sure yet. You can get rid of some of that right there. It's like holding something. It's upside down. Oh, maybe it could be upside down too, bro. Let's just add some more paint right here, because I see a little something, a little something here. Okay. Circular edge. Got it. Got it. I don't want to go over top of the other smudges and stuff like that. I like the fact that it did what it did. Oh no. I see it though. I freaking see whatever that is. Is it sitting? What the heck? I don't know. It could be sitting. It definitely could be sitting. We need more white. That's what I keep pouring into this cup, but it's not. Hold on. You said it's beautiful? Yes. Thank you so much. And thanks for letting me know that my microphone is off. I actually bought, because there's a piece that you hook up into the phone and that helps connect to the microphone. I lost that, and I was like, I don't even know where it's at. So I just bought another one. It cost me like $24. A little expensive because I already have microphones and stuff, but I just bought two more, and I was like, you know what? That will serve its perfect purpose. And we'll just keep it going. But I actually do need white though. So I'm just gonna add some white. Yeah, and now I should have just went and purchased some white at the store, man. Okay. Okay. Oh, that is not enough white. That looks weird. That looks weird, bro. I think this is, I'm not sure what the heck is this little space right here is bothering me because I know it's something, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a, I don't know how to describe it, but we're just going to add white to the empty spots there. It looks like I got a little bit of water in there too, but you know, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? We're just going to add white to all the little spots there in between. You go sit here because we're done with you until I'm not sure what this photo is. Honestly, I'm hoping that this is such a positive thing that it blows, you know, everything else that I've ever created out the water, and I can come back to it and be like, dang, I'm so glad I did a great job. Because without it, I would have never figured out that I could make something like this with the time that I had, which I have like 10 minutes to finish this. You know, but that's the feeling that I'm gonna get. That's the feeling. Cause tonight's gonna be a good night. Yes, tonight's gonna be a good night. Yes, tonight's gonna be a good night. Can you feel it? Ooh, ooh. I should probably stop singing too. Not saying I can't sing, but I'm just totally out of tune with whatever that song was supposed to do for that moment. But I did. I sang. I'm proud of myself. Like other people tell themselves, "Oh, I can't sing." They don't even try. They don't even give a hoot. They're just like, and just let the rest of the world go by without even trying to emphasize. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I want to add another color because it's not really giving me that. Oh, there's green. Yeah, it's giving me a little horror movie type feeling right here. So we're gonna add some green, and then we're gonna come back to the other canvas. Yeah. Okay. Okay. A little green there. This either is not gonna go up on my page, or I'm gonna be like, you know what, we're gonna have to do this every single time we live stream at this point. Because I like sitting. I think sitting for an hour is cool. And most of the night I'll probably be standing or something because, you know, I'll be at the club and stuff. And so yeah, probably be no sitting for the rest of the night, you know. And then maybe this will just be like one of those little epic feelings, you know? Like those little epic spirit journeys that we all go on. I like this green though. I really wish I could just coat the rest of the page with green because I like it actually. I think we're gonna do that. We're just gonna find what fits and we're just gonna do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're just gonna go for it. Because what do we have to lose? Some paint, some paper, you know? It's beautiful already because life and nature said so. I can't change it. I'm not trying to either. Nope. Nope. I just don't know what this is right here. And my brain is frustrated because it wants it to look like something or be a part of something or eat something or smell something or tackle something or gradually be a part of something. I don't know. And I probably shouldn't tell people I don't know what I'm painting, but You join the club of figuring out life stuff. Like, let me see, what did I have to figure out today? Oh, okay. So this is what I did today. Check this out, right? Okay, so it's Christmas. If you live in the States, it's a national holiday coming up, for the US citizens and stuff like that. So we go out and we spend as much money as possible for people who we're probably going to forget last year's present anyway, unless it was like a Bugatti or, you know, Patek. What was is it? No, is it dime? No, oh, I messed it up. Anyway, so so I was like, okay, well, I saw something on social media, and it made me feel some type of way, right? So this is how um, I guess I'm just telling my future self to stop watching people get excited over stuff, because that same excitement is not for me. It was just for them. But anyway, so if you know who you are, if you're watching this at this point of the stream and you're like, oh, I know what you're talking about, blah 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 blah. Anyway, so I went to the store and I bought some items, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna send this to somebody that I felt like they deserve to receive something from me, right? I'm just telling you what I did, and please don't judge me. The world's large enough for you to judge sea creatures and everything else in between, but please don't judge me. So this is what I did. Went to the store and I said, I'm gonna purchase things that I feel like the person would like. Okay. Now, granted, if you're like 4 years old, you don't care what it is, unless you just don't care. Unless it's a T-shirt or some socks or something, and you're like, you could do better next time. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I feel that this person would like what I got. So that's what I did. I bought a few items. I bought some stuff for the family pet. And I was like, this should serve the purpose of me doing something that I thought in my head was a good idea at the time and place. Now, granted, this person has no idea that I was planning to do anything for them, okay? People don't always like surprises. Now, when surprises come, they're like, oh, I'm surprised. And then they move on from it because, once again, they weren't expecting anything. And if, like I said, if you get them something, it's got to be like something luxurious. You said the only one here. That's cool, bro. I ain't tripping. I'm just telling a story, right? So I bought, and granted, I don't even know how much I spent. I think I spent like $60. Okay. It's not a lot. I usually have a budget, but once again, I'm buying stuff for people. I'm buying multiple items. So, it's cool. I'm not looking for a budget or anything like that. I'm just like, I'm going to do something nice, and that's where it counts, right? So I went to the store. I bought all these items, put them in my car. I was like, yeah, this person would like this. This person would like this, and this. And once again, I'm only telling myself what I think someone else who doesn't have these items, I'm telling myself that this person would love these items. Okay, don't do that. Usually in reference to things, make sure you know that this person would appreciate it based on their own love language. If you're not understanding what I'm saying, you could probably just move on from that. You said I'm the only one. You said I'm gonna go play more Uno now. All right, well, keep it moving then. Appreciate it. I hope that you win, though, for real. Anyway, so I bought these items, and I was like, all right, cool. This should be awesome. That's how I thought of it. So then I talked to this guy and I explained to him what I did too. And he was like, well, it's the thought and action that you put behind purchasing these items for this person. And I was like, yeah, that's what I was thinking should be. And then I thought of it. I was like, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. This world is filled with people who the next season will forget about what you did, not because they're doing it on purpose, but other things will succeed I think that's the word. It's not succeed, but succeed the following thing. So I realized that that person that I'm getting these items for hasn't bought me anything all year long. What are you doing? You spending $60. You spending money on things that you're not buying for yourself. Anyway, so that's what I did. And I was like, you know what? I said, sometimes we have to go above and beyond, our own lack thereof, or in like, not injustice, but what's the word? Like we judge situations based on, anyway. So my brain's telling me, it's like, oh, well, they'll like this, they'll like this, they'll like that, they'll like this, they'll like that, blah, 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 blah. Once again, I'm still buying items for somebody who didn't even see what I was buying for them. And I'm thinking at this point that it's going to be a good purchase. So I take it to, I take the items. So I bought a box, same time, bought a box. I put all the items in the box before I even left the store. I put them all in the box and I was like, I'm going to take them to the US postal system. Realized that at 12 o'clock, the US postal system is closed on Saturday. This is not because of the holiday. This is just what they've been doing for the last however long at this point. And I didn't know, because I don't go to the post office every single day. I use FedEx. But it was closer, so I was like, let's do it that way. I get up there. Nah, they closed. You can't get no service at all. So I was like, you know what? I'll go to FedEx. FedEx was like, yeah, we'll take all of those items that you got and we'll deliver it to the person. I was like, dang, let's go. I appreciate that. And so that's what I did. So the guy was like, that's a good thing, because, you don't realize how you're going to impact their day. Even if they get it before Christmas, even if they get it after Christmas, it's the thought action that's behind it that makes me feel like I did it because I love them. And that's how I thought of the situation. Isn't that cool? Sometimes you just, I wasn't even overthinking. I was just strategically trying to think of the way of how it's going to get. And it said that they'll get it on Christmas Eve. So I was even more happier the fact that I got to do something that I thought of for the day that made my day. Because it made my day. It honestly made my day. But yeah, that's what I did today. That's what I did today. You said, what am I working on? This picture. It's somebody. Yep. It looked a little crazy a minute ago because all that red was like, it was right there. And I'm really hoping I'm not attached to whatever that color reference was. Like I said, I just wanted to paint something based on the usage of the little small canvas that I have, because I'm in the house right now. So I feel like I could do. I feel like I could do this for another hour and a half. So I'm gonna tell you this real quick. So a lot of you have not seen. If you have seen my streams, I've only been streaming for an hour, because I've had conversations with other people who are influencers. We're not content creators. We're influencers. We influence you to watch something that you don't normally watch. So what YouTube does is says, hey, this person got some interesting stuff that they're talking about, looking at, or even approaching to create. And so I was like, well, I can do this for 4 hours, but I'm like, how long are people actually going to watch what I'm doing and get something out of it, or even be following along? Because half of the time people don't tell me that they're drawing or making anything based on what I'm doing. So, why am I spending 3 hours of my entire day making something that not one single person is going to either buy, like, or even benefit off of, because they didn't make it? You said, dang, that is looking nice. Let's go. What's up, Amizu? How you doing, man? Yeah, so this is just poster paper, and I felt like I could just do something different, but it looks like a little baby monkey. That's what it looks like. Maybe some type of ancestor. I can see the eyes and stuff like that. Maybe I can just add some white, and you can just identify that it's a little, a little monkey. But you said I like chunky and textural paint. Oh, it's chunky. Oh, that's some. It's got some girth to it now that I didn't added so much paint. But this is the other one that I smushed onto here every so once in a while, and that's what this came out to be. But I'm always looking for the eyes because something about eyes give me, you know, like something to hang on to. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Um, yeah. But that's what I did today, man. Oops. That's what I did today. It's interesting because it's interesting. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it more because just like I said, I spent $60 on somebody. I mean, I thought it was a cool thing to do. Like, let's just say I walked up the street and I was like, hey, buddy, can I just give you $60? And they were like, for what? Because I had $60 that I wanted to give to somebody and I felt like it was needed. So I thought about that too. I was like, it's the season of giving. Like, I don't care about none of those holiday, like you can buy socks, shoes, guitars, PlayStations, and all this other stuff. Because I could have spent that $60 on paint. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this and I'm going to feel good about it. So that's what I said that I was going to do. And I did it. And I was like, look how I made it this way. Like, look how I did this, because this is part of my day now. Now I got to do something that I enjoy, which is painting, as a result of that. Because I could have been like, you know what? I'm going to go home, play some Fortnite. You know, I'm going to go to the club later on and you know, that's my day. But I was like, yo, I'm going to go home and paint as a result of that. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to what I just explained as the craziest explanation of story? I like this one. I really wish I would have separated a little bit of the white. Because I could see a bunch of faces in this. I don't know what that word is though. It's not synesthesia, because synesthesia is the additive of color. Yo, I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna put this down because I like this. Whatever this came out to be. Can you see the face right there? The little face. I like that face. It's like it's in a jungle. It's just in leaves or somewhere in the backyard. I don't know. But I think I'm gonna get another piece of paper because I think I want to draw for or paint for another hour. And I'm gonna grab another one of these, and I'm gonna put this on the floor somewhere else so it doesn't get. So just give me 1 second. I'm gonna put this on the table over yonder. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that because I know the person that I'm talking about, they're not even gonna hear any of this live stream. And the fact that I said that I love them, but you know, whatever. And it's like I feel like I should just call them and tell them that I love them. But just like I said, I don't think the same emotion is ringing the way that I just explained that situation. Anyway, but I'm gonna get some more paper. Because I don't know if I want to use any more canvas right now because I really like the paper. So there's that. Anyway, I should probably stop telling the YouTube world of my emotions because, yeah, I shouldn't do stuff like that. You said it looks like a female figure. Did it look like a female figure? I probably should have added more like definition, maybe some color. but I liked wherever it was supposed to be at. I liked it. So um, I have some orange in here, so we just going we just gonna keep going because not only am I enjoying this experience, but I feel like I got another hour I can spend here, just telling people, or just telling people stuff. And maybe I'm emotional. Ooh, I might be emotional today. Somebody told me, well, I guess I'll just say my mom told me something, and I felt like I should do more, but then I was like, I don't want to. But maybe I'm what's the word? Am I being selfish? Maybe that's what happened. I think I was being selfish, but I don't know, man. I'm like aging, and I've been through stuff, and the stuff that I've been through has not haunted me because like I moved from a lot of things that were hurtful. I moved from things that were not healthy. But then sometimes I find myself in those little predicaments of things that I don't know. Like, why would I don't know, just weird. You ever been put in one of those predicaments where somebody is expecting you to do something and you just don't? And you're like, well, I don't want to do it because I just don't expect to I don't expect to feel that lack of or more of that emotion. So I'm choosing to turn off my emotions. That's what it is. I think that's what it is. I'm at this point in time, I'm choosing to turn off my emotions. I've been on this planet for a very long time, and I'm like, just like I said, I'm stating that I love somebody, but I can't get that same feeling back because they can't express that same feeling to me because, not saying that they don't, but we live in two different worlds. Just sorry, we just live in two different freaking worlds. And like it's easier to say that it's okay to just let go and I'll see you in the next lifetime, but like 10 years I've struggled with let me see, I struggled with that's interesting. So I've gotten therapy, I guess, if that's what they call it, but I struggled with still confirming that I made the best choices by leaving my feelings out of situations. Because just like I'm stating right now, nobody cares about my feelings. I don't care who you are. You gonna go to bed tonight and never think about the fact that I had to I address my feelings in such a way that it moves you emotionally, right? Now we're talking about emotions and stuff that you can't sleep at night, or whatever it is that I said, you're going to be hurt, or um, it's going to make you get up, out of your sleep and do something about it, because just like I said, it's my emotions. Unless I purposely got up and took my truck and ran over your Christmas tree, and now it ruined your Christmas, something like that. But these are just my emotions, so my emotions are only going to go so far to penetrate, you know whatever that is. You said I raged out of Uno. What? Are you serious? You're telling me that you won all three of those last Unos, and now you're not. Oh man, I thought you were over there getting some Uno, like, for real. You can't rage out on one. You got to go back in there and keep winning, you know? Like that's what it's all about. You just got to keep winning. What'd you do the first two times to win though? You said you had no yellow. Yeah. You should have asked me. I would have gave you all the yellow in the world. This could have been your winning ticket right here. That could have been your winning ticket. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to state. It's weird. Like I'm a male and I have crazy ass emotions. Sorry. I just do. Like somebody told me it was my hormones that are acting up because they're not balanced and stuff like that. That's what somebody told me. Because my hormones have to balance themselves. And it's the same thing for every creature on this planet. If our hormones are out of whack, we're going to be out of whack. There's not much we can do about that because we're hormone driven creatures. And I knew that. I did. I very much knew that. But anyway, so yeah, so I was just thinking about it, and I was like, I really hope that whoever this whoever that person is that I said that I ultimately, but I was like, once again, I can't do anything about that because that's not how they feel, and it's okay, you know. It's just okay to. It's just okay. Let's just say I had a cat, right? I love cats. Cats are amazing people, you know? But that cat could only love me through like defined ways that are not human. And so I would have to learn to figure out how that love can be translated into the way that I want it to be loved. But once again, I can be as crazy as I want to. That cat ain't never gonna love me the way that I say I love, you know, a human being and stuff like that. It just don't work like that. Sorry, it just don't work like that. Sorry. And so yeah. So that's what I struggle with. And like I said, I did something not to prove my love. Maybe that's what I should have did. Maybe I should have just did something to prove my love for that situation. I don't know. How would you go about, oh wait, I'm sorry. You said I had on yellow. We didn't win. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm into the stream, bro. You didn't win because you didn't have yellow. You gotta do better. It lasted for a while. Yeah, I was talking for a little bit, and now you're gone. Be right back. Okay. You gotta get in that. You gotta get in there and you gotta win. You gotta win, man. All right, what is this and what is happening in this picture? Is this a person, place, or thing? Is it sitting down, standing up? Like, is it laying down, or did I say that already? Laying down? Yeah. But what would you do in that situation? You went out your way. Let's just say it was your wife. You went out your way to do something for your wife, and she was like, "Oh, thank you," and then she went about the rest of her day like, you see what I'm saying? Like, because you had your emotions all involved, and she was just like, "Oh, I saw you're emotional about it, but I really didn't. I didn't see it as what you know what I'm saying? Like, how would you handle that situation? What is happening here? I want to say that this is sitting down, but okay, we're just gonna make legs. Because if you're sitting down, you're sitting down. If you're standing up, you're standing up. And then we're just gonna keep it moving because I don't have all day. I don't have all day. You said I want to get out of my house. Are you trapped? Do you need help? Do you need me to call somebody? Because we here for you. If you need to get out of an unsafe space, I will. You let me know how I can help, and we can make that happen. because I'm about to go to the club here soon. So I know I'm about to get out of the house. I've been cooped up for too long, and I'm ready to go out and spread my spread. No, not my no. How do you say that? I'm gonna go out and no. That's not the good word either. Let me figure this one out real quick. I think this person's sitting down. Okay, I'm cool with that. You sit down, sir. Yeah, on some real shit. You just said, wait, okay. You said I'm in a safe space. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, please don't think that we you know, because I take stuff like that real serious, man. You got to be in a safe environment at all counts. For real, for real. You said I'm just kind of tired of being inside. Oh, why don't you go outside? Why can't you go outside? Are you not allowed? Is it dark outside? Is it dark time? You know, the night comes. Yo, this leg is just not. I think this is a leg, but it's not. It's dark time now at some point, right? I don't know what this is doing. It's too large to be. Okay. I don't know what the heck I'm drawing anymore. You said it's only 3:23. Oh, okay. Well, don't you have friends outside that you can meet up with? Y'all talk and dang, I really was hoping that this thing would come out. But it looks like I just took an X-ray of something. Here's the X-ray. You're all nice and healthy. It's a boy. It's a boy. You said no, really, they're gone. Aw, sorry to hear that. Okay, well, let's just come up with some ways to do stuff. Okay, so can you go outside is the first start. Because you say you're trapped and you feel like you need to be outside. Okay. Well, what places can you get to if you're outside? Can you go bowling? Can you go sightseeing? Can you fly a kite? Can you try some new restaurants? Can you meet up with some like school friends? Can you that's what I'm trying to get to. Because if you want to go outside, I mean, even for an hour, you want to touch some grass and stuff like that. Like, there's got to be something. It's got to be something, like something. Because just like I said, I'm about to get myself together. What time is it? I have no idea what time it is, and I can't touch the camera because it's too far. You said I'm only 10 years old. Oh my gosh. Okay. My son is 10 years old too. And I told him that. I said, if you're bored, I said, you're going to have to ask if you can go outside. And if you don't want to go outside, you're going to have to find something interesting to do on the inside. Even when it's like, you're going to have to find something. Yo, I don't know what this character is, but I want to add green too. I don't know why. Or maybe I'm just going to make this skin color. And then we'll just paint from there. But yeah, my son used to do that all the time. He used to tell me, he was like, I'm bored. I'm like, okay, well, paint. Draw, make some shoes, like act out a scene, record it, and then go back and watch it. Like there's so many things that we can do with our energy. You just have to pinpoint what it is that you say you want out of it. Like, I'm painting. I'm painting for a reason. I'm going to sell this. I'm going to enjoy the experience of the paint. I'm going to smell the paint. I'm going to create something brand new that I've never created before in order so I'm not bored. Like you said, stay away from Some grass. He said stay away from grass. Oh my gosh. Yo, I have so much grass in the backyard and I'm ready to cut it. I'm absolutely ready to cut that stuff outside. I do. I have like patches of dirt and then grass. I'm like, yo, something's happening that I don't understand outside in my backyard. So me going outside touching grass is like, I don't know if I'm missing any of that grass stuff anymore. So, like I don't know for what. You said I'm a gamer. I don't touch grass. You said I'm homeschooled. Yeah, my son's homeschooled too. And like I said, like there's like 50 billion things to do, and sometimes you don't even have to worry about like money. Money is like a part of the situation you can add or subtract in order to have fun. Like you can listen to music, make a song. Like I told my son, I was like, you have a computer, go make songs. Go say things that you want to hear back. Go make something sound funny. Go listen to somebody tell you jokes. Go start something you never thought you could, but because you're not doing the same thing because it's the weekend, fulfill that with that. And then look back at it and be like, dang, I'm glad I was able to do something that was not the same, Like you're missing the opportunity because you don't want to attack the opportunity. You can't play Uno for the rest of the night because you won like 6 games in a row. Go find something else that makes Uno look like you looking at paper and the paper's doing nothing. You said where you sell it? Where do I sell my art? On my website? You can click the link in my little bio. If you go to the main page, you can click the link. If you want something, let's just say, check this out. Let's just say this art piece, right? You'd be like, oh, I want this. And I'll say, hey, by the evening or early day tomorrow, I'll put it up on the website and it's for sale. I'll give you the best, what I call them? You give me the price and I'll send you, if we agree, I'll send you it, like this is a 22 by 28-inch. It's poster paper. I can roll this up and I have it sent to you before Christmas. You know what I'm saying? It's just paper. So, whatever you feel like, you can afford, then that's what you're going to get. It's not cheap, trust me, because whatever I'm doing right now is probably going to be a masterpiece. And whoever gets it will probably have one of a kind piece. But it's on, you could, but I only post them. If somebody wants it, I'll only post them on my website. Because I don't keep putting up pieces of artwork that people are just going to look at and be like, swipe, swipe, swipe. I don't do stuff like that. You're really going to have to, you're really going to have to come get this. That's what I'm saying. You said I have a computer too? That's what I'm saying. Download something that will help you learn something new. Explain something that you don't know of. Because you being 10, you should be trying to figure out what this world is about right now and how to conquer it. Yeah, I told my son the same exact thing. Like, don't sit at home and tell me you're bored because you said you need the link to my, wait, what? Hold on. It's scrolling too fast now. Hold on. It's going too fast. I can't see everything. It's scrolling too fast. You said I appreciate. Wait. Oh my gosh, hold on. I can't reach the camera now. Give me 1 second. I have to get my phone because I can't see. I can't see from that distance. I was doing good until it started scrolling quickly. Hold on, I'm turning on my phone right now. I'm turning on my other phone so I can see exactly what, because I have no idea what the heck I'm reading at this point. I have no idea. I was coughing a little bit too because that air is like choking me right now. Just give me 2 seconds to catch up. I'm trying to catch up. Trying to catch up. All right, so I think we can add some other colors, but I really feel like this person needs to be like, it needs to be like a, I don't want it to look like it's laying down, because that's what it looks like. It could either be an outside, but it looks like the character's being like this is a what is that called? Not a scan, but a words. An X-ray. That's what it looks. It looks like an X-ray. That's what I'm trying to get to. I said I wanted to add white so I can make it skin color, but come on, bro. It's my phone. This could actually be something else. I'm just looking at it differently. Maybe it is a cat. It is a cat. I see it now. I see it. I see it. Yep, I saw it. I saw it. Is my gloves not? What's happening? Okay, get. Sorry, I just cannot read the chat from my phone all the way over there and then the TV all the way to heck over there. Just can't. Oh, it does look like a cat. Maybe his neck is not thick enough too. I don't know. I'll just leave it. I'll leave the neck thick like that. Okay, you said 22 by 28. Yes, that's the size of this poster paper. You should pin the link to your website. Okay, great. That's a great idea. All right, hold on one second. Sorry, my phone's acting like it just. All right, I'm trying to do one thing and one thing at a time. Just give me like 2 seconds to catch up. Please don't yell at me. I'm trying to figure this out. Come on, bro. Oh my gosh. This is too much work. Okay, so that's not the password. Okay, cool. One more time. Okay, you're pissing me off now. Okay, you're pissing me off. Oh, you said you need to pin the link. I'm gonna get the link. Just give me 2 seconds. I need to remember to do that. Yes, absolutely. You said dup. What up? Oh, what up, my guy? You said I appreciate the painting, my guy. Did you like it, Caesar? Let's go. I'm glad you received it too, man. So glad you received it. Wait, what? You said I pooped on it though. Wait, what are we talking about? Accidentally. What are we talking about? Mash. What are we talking about? And the little extra gifts that came with it were dope, my guy. Good vibes and energy. Sheesh. I'm glad you liked it though. I do things like that. It just fits the bill, like a little extra here goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit just goes extra. You said be right back, Mash? Yeah, you might have to clean up some of that poop, man. It's a cat man, dude. You said their laptop or computer. I'm not sure what conversation that was about. You said I pooped on it. Is it the laptop that he pooped on? You know what? I'm gonna stay away from that. Those are really bad words. We're talking about something different. Okay, hold on. All right, I'm gonna go to the website. Remind me later, bro. Okay, back to YouTube. So yeah, just like I said, this is the procedure because I have I have like 300 paintings, and I said I'm not putting up 300 paintings on my website no more. It's so overwhelming to keep track of it, and then if sales are slow for the month, I'm just like I don't even know who I'm selling to at this point. So it's a mixture of everything that I just did not enjoy about the website. So I said I'm just going to take as many of these things that are not important. I said I'm just going to take them down, and we're just going to do it like that. And I'm okay with that because that's how reality works. Yeah. Okay. So it's 6 o'clock. So I don't have too much time. Okay. There's a website right there. And just like I said, okay, I'm stating it just like this. If you see something anywhere on my channel and be like, hey, did this sell already? If you want that, I'll put it on the website. Whatever price we come up with, that's the price you're going to have. I'm going to wrap it up and I'm going to send it to you. No ifs, no buts, and we're going to keep it moving. Just like Caesar, it's going to be amazing when you get it. Trust me. It's going to be more than what you asked for because that's what life is supposed to be about. Like, you shouldn't just receive one thing and be like, oh, I'm glad I got it. But you should receive like the energy from what I do as a creator. That's what you're going to get. And that's how I enjoy the experiences because I enjoyed putting all of that together to make sure that somebody got something that they said that they really wanted. And that's how we're going to continue to do this. Okay, so its back legs is weird. So I think it starts from, I think it's really, oh yeah, it's really red. But I think it's a cat though. I really think it's a cat. So I'm just going to go with the idea that it's a cat. And it's a cat man because Omizu said it looks like a man. It's a man. It's a cat man. Skibbity dibbity 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 scat man. It's a scat. It's a scat man. Now I get what the song was about. He was talking about cats. And then he added a man involved because the man was the person that was singing the song. And it turned into a scat man. Get it? You get it? You get it? Okay. You probably get it. But this is a long, yeah, this is a long narration for that purpose. Somebody's gonna look at this and be like, yo, why did he draw a cat? Why does it look like that? And why and why and why? Well, I really do like cats. I think, and I'm gonna tell you this just real quick because I like to think of like every time that I upload, this is a part of me being um, like offered, like for you to get to know exactly what it is that this person I am during this experience, right? Because that's all this is just an experience, and you don't know that because you don't. Yeah, yeah. You just sometimes we just don't know. You said yes, sir. You said 100 fire strong. Let's go. Yeah, let me know, man. If you enjoy, come get some more because there's tons of like the hat that I have on. Do you see the cat? I painted that too. You see the cat? See him right there? He's like vomiting right there. I made that too. I make hats. Absolutely. Yep. Okay, phone. Just kick me off of YouTube. Okay. Okay. Did I say something wrong, YouTube? I'm so sorry, YouTube. YouTube be like, I don't know. All right, well, we're gonna have to put this cat somewhere because we're gonna have to put him somewhere. Where should this and how should this cat be represented? It really took me out of the freaking picture. Uh-oh. He coming after the trees, huh? This dude, he messing up. I don't care who you are. That dude's messing up. He going after our stronghold. You said I'm going to the skating rink. Let's go. I'm so happy for you, Mash. I hope you have a great time too, man. Bye. Exactly 100. Exactly. All right. So this long neck creature. Let's put you right there. This definitely is a cat, though. I like the long neck. I do. I think I really do like the long neck of it. Yeah, I do. I really do. Because ultimately, this is a part of me. It's a part of me. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm giving pieces of myself. I gotta think about this stuff because our reality is not as far as we think it is when it comes down to stuff that we say and do. Like, there's some real motives behind a lot of this stuff. Like my creativity, where the heck did I get my creativity from? I'm not saying from the like, why are we creative? Like, why do we even care about painting and like why? Like, what does any of this stuff mean to anybody besides the fact that I made something and you got to view it? You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? Somebody made a song. Okay, who cares? It sounds good. All right, cool. But what we gonna do? Like, we can't take the song home and marry it and be like happily ever after. Because after some time, we're like, can you make some new songs? Because that song I've listened to it 1,500 times. Like what's the point? Like there's got to be a point to this. There's got to be. Yeah, have fun. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Dang, I should have gone skating too. About to go to the club. Like, that's probably going to be way boring. Music's going to be stupid loud, and people are going to be yelling and screaming and drinking and falling and calling cabs and dancing and, you know, stuff. Yep, we're going to cover that up too. Yeah. Dang, I really probably could have just went skating today instead of going to the store, buying and spending a ton of freaking money. I think that's what they did on purpose, though. And throughout the years, I told myself, don't go to the stores during holidays because that's not your cup of tea at all. But I found myself at the store. I'm gonna tell you how much I spent today. I spent $400 today. I'm just gonna be serious on it. Like that's what I spent today, $400. I had to buy food because I waited until I ran out of food and was like, hey, you probably need to go get some food. So I was like, all right, well, let's just go get some food. And then when I was at the store, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go buy this person some stuff, and that's gonna make me feel good. This is how I'm thinking. And then I was like, all right, but I got to get back and forth. So I spent a little bit of money already. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, it's okay because that money will come back to us eventually. Maybe not right then and there, but it'll come back to us. Something about the face, though. I want to do like, I really want to draw a realistic like character face, but I'm being hesitant. Not saying that I can't because I know I can put a whole entire face up there, but it's just the brush that I'm using that's not really giving me the vibes that I need in order to complete that. I have another brush, but I think they're both the same size. Wait. Yeah, they're all the same size. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Yeah, this is how you get. This is how you level up. There's no fear. But yeah, that's what I did today. And then I'm about to go to the club, so ain't nobody telling me how much more I'm about to spend for the rest of the day. Because if I spend another $100, I'm gonna be like, bro, what are you doing? So that's why I said I usually don't go out during the holidays. I just don't, and I don't because there's purpose in people being out places, and they like, yeah, yeah. There's purpose, y'all. I hear it. I absolutely hear it. Can you see that? Shoot, I could have just stayed in the house, made a video for my other channel. Probably could have just had somebody deliver some food and be like, all right, well, we not gonna be hungry. That's for sure. What am I doing? Am I making a cat or a face? I don't know. We're here for it though. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I did today. And that's why I don't go outside. That's the basis of it. Do I have an impulse of spending? No, I don't. I'm not an impulsive shopper. I get what I say I usually need, and then I take myself back home, bro. But today, spend it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, the eyes are not, you know. Wait, what does a cat's eyes look like from this? I'm pressing too hard. My fingers hurt. Ouch. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think the eyes are up a little or too low. And there's the nose. Now it looks like a, oh no. Can I just give him a smiley face like this? Yeah, but that's what I did. I don't regret it. I don't. regret it at all. Because just like I said, it'll always come back to me. I don't feel no type of way. You know, money is meant to be spent, not taken to the grave with you, because you can't take it. No one's ever allowed anybody to take money to the grave. Sorry, it just don't work like that. Yeah, yeah. What's happening? I think I need green. Oh yeah, I'm talking too much because there's no. That's what I should have bought. Some freaking paint, bro. Tripping. Straight up tripping, boo. All right, so we need to make some. I guess that's a leaf. Start from the bottom. I guess this is supposed to be grass. We're gonna touch some grass today. Amiza said, "Don't touch no grass, though." He said it's bad when people touch grass. Probably got some. Probably got some good information there. Sometimes, man. It's been a long time since I like laid in the grass. Like just like we might have to do that. Might have to go outside. Just I was about to say something, but I can't tell you that because I have my own house, so I can do whatever I want to. You know what I'm saying? That's my house, and they'd be like, "Oh, he was outside in the backyard, just out there." And I was like, you know what? It's my house. And there's like, well, what do you want me to do? Stop taking pictures then, bro. Like, what do you want from me? I'm out here touching grass, bro. Can't touch grass with all of these. I was about to say clothes on, but it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm being extra, y'all. I'm adding this green extra paint because I want this cat to touch some grass. But yeah, like it's just been a really long time. Like I think I've gone so far in my life and realized that I don't do the same stuff. Like when I was a kid, I used to go outside every freaking day of the week. I was just like, no, I have to go outside. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's calling me to go outside. My friends might be outside. They might be outside, but guess what? When they're not outside, you know where I'm going to be at? Outside. And that's what I did. I used to just lay in the grass, just clothes be dirty as hell, but you know, I thought that was a normal thing. Like, what are you talking about? You can't lay in the grass because it's dirty. It's grass. Like, I don't care about the bugs. I'm taking them home too. Like, seriously, I just used to think just like that. And now, I'd be lucky if I even take my shoes off outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so weird. How did I get from there, like, loving the experience to just like, maybe I'll go outside. Maybe I'll touch some grass. Maybe it'll be like, you know. And I'm saying like physically, like being outside and touching grass, not the other element of surprise. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm an adult, so I can do that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd laugh at that. Oh my gosh, life. I just told people I spent like $400 today. I'm losing my freaking mind out here, bro. I'm just losing it. Yep, it's gone. Yep. Where is it going to? I have no idea anymore. But it was fun. It was definitely fun. Yeah. Definitely fun. Should I just make all of it green? Should I just draw a car in the background too? Somebody's gonna look at this like, yo, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. Like, serious, I just don't know what this dude was thinking when he made this, but I love it. Yeah, you see all the little patterns and stuff like that? No, you can't see it from that way. Kinda. Yeah. Yeah, that actually, you know what, I started to think about that. That kind of makes me sad because I was like, for real, like my son doesn't want outside. Just he doesn't like the bugs. He doesn't like the atmosphere. He don't like being cold. It's like, no, I'm an in-house, type of child. And I was like, all right, that's cool. Like I understand. We got for what? I don't want to go outside. All right, well, I guess it's just me. And I would just go outside and look at the tree because I have a tree in the backyard, brand new and everything. So it's got to be like 7 foot already, though. It's crazy. Like 4 5 months of it's huge. It's a huge tree in the backyard. The not the stump. The what am I trying to say? Yeah, but the branches are extremely long. Like I don't know what type of plant, not what type of tree it is, but they're stupid long, like stupid. All right, well I'm out of story, so we'll just stop talking about random stuff that's is. But anyway, so on this pattern of, I don't know how I even got into painting that on but that's where I'm cool with that. I like that it's dark. It has that dark, ominous feeling, so you don't even know what the heck is staring at you. Yeah, but I like it. And maybe one day somebody will be like, wow, that's really unique. How did you come up with that idea? Look at my live stream. Just go back and look at my live stream and it'll show you exactly how I came up with this idea. One, I do like cats, so that was the start. And I want to use the poster to help create the ambiance. So can you see that? The cup's in the way. Sometimes you just gotta take it there, even if it doesn't, ring the bell that you were hoping. But sometimes it just really takes you there, and why not? Everybody said like life is too short, but what did you do today? What did you do today? If life was that short, what did you do today? Because I think I spent a lifetime today, like a full lifetime, like really enjoying the fact that I got to do something. I got to okay, so check this out. I tell myself every single day I have to talk to 10 people, even if it's, somebody I already know, but talking to people gets you to understand the, the perspective of other people. Because somebody would be like, yo, I had a great day. Another person would be like, I'm ready to just go back home. You know what I'm saying? You said, are you an indoor cat or an outdoor cat? I think I'm both. And I honestly, I just don't mind. Um, I honestly, I just don't mind it at all. Like I said, when I was a kid, man, my mom be like, what time you come back in the house? Time? What the heck is time? I was like, I'm gonna go outside and play. Like, when I don't want to play anymore, I'm coming back inside. Like, am I not allowed to? Like, what the heck? She would say stuff like that. I don't know. Like, I'm probably gonna go play with my friends. It's like, well, you got to make sure that you come back in, at this, and this, and oh, I get it now. I understand what you're saying. Like, don't just be running about because you'll lose track of time and it might be too late. So I get that part, but I would just go run around the neighborhood for hours, man. Just go find something to do. Go to the store. I got like $1 and some change in my pocket. Go buy some candy. Like You get a bag of candy and just be sitting with your friends talking about games or stuff they did, when you weren't around or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, but I do spend a lot of time outside. Oof. I just realized that I said that out loud too. I do spend a lot of time outside because I just said I'm about to go to the club. That's outside. So I guess I'm a 50-50, you know. I'm like a Jake Paul, like I'm either going to win this or not, it doesn't matter. As long as I get the bag, I don't care. I'm either going to be there or we going to have fun getting there. And I'll tell you on the way back, you know what I'm saying? Jake Paul. Oh, sheesh. Man. Yeah, I think I'm pretty 50-50 on that one. Like, I swear I could spend all day outside. As long as it's not, like, completely freezing or something, I'll spend most of the day out, enjoying whatever that is to be an outside person, an outside cat. Yeah. What about you, Omizu? You're an outside cat or an indoor cat? Which one do you attest to? And you got to give me some scenarios. Like, you got to give me, like, what makes you, because I think that's what it comes down to. Whatever it makes you, that's what, that's what you are, because it made you. Okay, I'm getting paint on my phone again. Because wait, last night, which is really interesting, I watched what's the name that Santa Claus movie with the little girl? It's like he turned out to be the actual Santa, and then they were like robbing the house, and the little girl's like, "Oh, I believe in Santa," and then she really believed in him, and blah blah blah. It was such a boring story. I don't care who you are. That story was so boring. But I ended up watching it, and I realized that I was like, yo, I really just want to go outside. I really just want to stop watching this movie not because it was terrible. I just wanted to go away from it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go outside for a little bit. And that's where I found myself last night, outside for a little bit. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm coming back inside. And I think I want to make, I don't know. I don't want to get rid of the black in the background. I think I'm going to add, like, I don't know. I'll get there. I'm still doing one thing. Sorry. What was I saying? You said, are you an indoor or an outdoor cat? I used to be an outdoor cat. Now I'm mostly an indoor cat. Well, why? Well, what makes you an indoor cat then? Because honestly, I don't know who you are. I know what you can do, but I don't know who you are, right? You've told us that you go to work. You said you're a happily married person, has a job, you like to paint. Maybe I guess you did tell me who you are. Never mind. Never mind. These are different on this side. Oh my gosh. Nope, that's still the same on that side too. Nope. You said that's wait. You said that's all you need to know? You're right. That's what I said. I was like, I already know it. So what am I talking about? I already know. I already know exactly who Umizu is. What am I talking about? And you're a skater too? Like, I already knew that, man. This ain't no Interview of the Vampires, bro. The Draculas. What was the other movie? The Lampoons. I think it was the Lampoons Christmas or something like that. And that movie was freaking wild. Like, I was like, I can see why it was so popular, because like every few seconds, I felt like it was like we're watching an in real life like YouTuber or something, and he was just doing like, we're gonna put up these lights. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, well, let's figure out how and why it didn't work. We go check it out and blah blah blah. Come back to figure out that your dad unplugged the tree a couple times. Just like weird stuff, like to just keep the thing going. And I thought that was so cool, but I don't know. I watched a few of the Lampoon's movies. I wasn't a fan until I saw that movie and I was like, yo, that really reminds me of some like IRL type stuff that people would just do, not for clickbait type stuff or to hold your attention, but that's how life was going. Like, like he got fired because his ex no his brother or cousin-in-law like kidnapped his boss and stuff. It was just like random stuff. Like, you feel like somebody formatted it to just, that's how I felt like streaming is today. When people do in real life streaming, I'm like why is all of this stuff, just random stuff just happening? But that's how that movie was. I liked it, actually. Tell you the truth, I think I actually like that movie. I'm a fond moviegoer of that. But here's my cat. I think I added too much grass because, yeah, I think I added way too much grass. So now we're gonna add. We got purple, blue, orange. You said watch my lives and slowly you'll find out. Oh, yeah, y'all. Make sure y'all check Omizu out too, because he's the best. Wait, I'll just say he's a master at painting. Just saying it because it's true. I've watched him paint like no one ever, and I've watched quite a few people, and I'm like, he takes that check mark right there, bro. For real, for real. That's some serious stuff right there. Absolutely. All right, so I need like one more thing to add to the background. I kind of want to add red or blue, but I don't want to mess with the darkness back in this area, only because it's still black as it is. Like it already has the color. I just need to add like either other cats or add something that would hype up whatever's happening here. Maybe fireworks. Because I know what's happening to this painting right now. I'm just trying to balance it out. I think I want to add yellow. I want to balance. Because, okay, so when people look at things, they try to follow the color representation. So I have red, I have white. There's like this bluish thing that happened to it, and then there's green. So the colors need to follow a pattern. So there's white, right? There's the red. So if I add something to the background, it has to push out the character, not dull it down, but add something like, okay, why is this character in the grass? Maybe it is just a cat. Maybe it's looking at whoever's viewing them, but you see what I'm saying? You said I watch you for the art and the wonderful stories. 100%. Let's go. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you, Amizu. Thank you. Yeah, I told myself I was gonna be good at telling stories too. Maybe painting one day. I said maybe one day I'll be good at painting. Um, you know, I said maybe one day. Maybe one day. And maybe one day. All right, so if you can see that there's a little bit of orange there going on. So that orange that I just added actually glows in the dark. I think I should have put it on him. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put that paint. We're gonna put that paint. We're gonna put that paint. We're gonna put that paint on him. Because all right, so behind me, there's a stairway upstairs, right? So um I have a cat that's upstairs on its way upstairs. That's how I see it. And so there is like streaks of, is that gonna come out right? I think it might come out right. There are like streaks of um neon, I no, dark, wait, what do they call it? Dark highlighter, neon, glow in the dark, glow in the dark, black light. That's what it is. It's black light paint. Let me turn you around so I can get this. I like it. It should do something nice. But these little pieces of the paint should, like, if you're sitting in the dark or if you're turn out the lights, this will catch your attention. Remember, I'm only doing this because I know exactly what's going to happen because, well, because I made it happen. Let's go. So yeah, so on the way up the stairs at night, I get to look at the painting because there's black light. And just, just interesting stuff to think about. Like sometimes we think we're doing more than what we should be, but a lot of times it's for our own like healthy thought process. And there's structures and stuff like that. So I want to be proud of what I do and how I act out my everyday. And sometimes you gotta be a little extra so you can look back at it and be like, I know what you were doing. Like that makes sense. So that's how I look at stuff. And I painted that in those cats. Oh, I need some water. Those cats were painted in April. So it was January, February. I think February. February was the cats with the fur were in February. I think so. I have to look back at it. It's been a while now. But like I just threw paint wherever. You see what I was about to do, right? I was about to put this inside my water cup. Tripping. You said you're an awesome human being full of rain. Damn, bro. Like maybe that's what I needed today, man. For real, I appreciate that. I wasn't expecting to read that. Oh man, I'm thinking we were gonna talk about more cats or something, but I appreciate that, Omizu. Thank you. Thank you for seeing that, man. I appreciate that. That goes a long way. I'm gonna carry that for like the rest of the weekend and on, man. I appreciate that for real, for real. That makes me so happy to realize that I am special. I'm absolutely special. Yeah, thank you. I don't want to get teared up and everything. Oh my gosh, thank you, Omizu. Those kind words, man, they go a long way, man. For real, they go a long way. I think, let me see, the last person that said something, oh, I got a compliment from a lady. I was like, oh, she said, I told her, this is what I told her. So this is how, so you got to remember, the world is always changing. And sometimes you have to adapt to it. You don't have to change with it. You just have to adapt to it. So I use Lyft, and that's how I get everywhere. I don't have a car, and I don't have a car on purpose because I thought of for such a long time, like these situations that I get myself into as an adult, I don't have to. Like Somebody told me that they spend $1,300 a month on their car. I'm like, I need that for paint. You tripping. Like, I ain't about to give a car company this much money. So I don't even spend all of that. I don't even spend $1,300, on paint or anything like that. But like getting around, I might for the entire month might spend 250, maybe I might be pushing 200. You know what I'm saying? For the entire month if I need to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so I get a ride from the lady and I saw her picture. She had a nice smile and I thought of it. And I was like, just say that right now. Just say that out loud. It's like, because you don't know how uplifting those little small, and I wasn't telling her to smile. I didn't say, oh, you should smile more. And I said, damn, you have a really nice smile. She thought about it. She thought about it. She let it resonate inside and was like, thank you. Like, it made her feel so good. And I was like, see, I did that. Now, if I had been driving to go to the store or whatever, somebody would have missed out on that opportunity. And I was like, you can't do stuff like that all the time. So I said, I had to change who I am to adapt to the new changing world. And I was like, that's how I'm going to do it. And I said, just be friendly. They're helping me get to my destination safely and stuff like that. But I thought of it and I was like, just say something really nice. And that's the first thing. I was like, she got a really nice smile. I was like, you have a really nice smile. Oh, what? Nothing else. She didn't even have to say thank you. Just take it. Just intake that. That's what she did. She was like, well, thank you. I was like, you're welcome. She was like, you're handsome. I was like, oh. I was like, oh, check. But nah, it just it made me feel good. And I was like, I'm glad I got to share that. I got her phone number though, just to let you know too. I got her phone. Oh my gosh, bro. I'd be putting on. But anyway, so so I thought about it and I was like, this is like really healthy. And so I said every day I have to talk to 10 people. I'm going back to my original where I came from. I have to talk to 10 people because it's important for us as beings, social beings, because that's what we are. We're very social. I don't care who you are. You looking for attention from your parents, your dad, your uncle, the kid next door, or whatever. But these small things like help us, like, what's the word? What's that word? Oh, I'm making up new words now. Like you have to value, like you're finding validation. So you're looking for validation in things. You said black light. Yes, it will hit black light and the little marks and stuff like that will, maybe I should just paint the whole entire background. Maybe that's what the background needs. Maybe I'll just add another highlight color, but I don't want to overdo it because I still want the figure to stand out too. Anyway, I'm thinking, that's all. But validation is good for us because we internally have thoughts. Now, this is not everybody, because I realize that every single person is different. Some people don't internally think. I've talked to people and I understand we all work differently. Like I internalize a lot of things and I'm like, oh, is this good? Is this bad? Am I having a good day? What is this person gonna think? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so I need validation too. I think I'm an attractive person. I'm not ugly. I never thought I was ugly ever. I just never thought. But like when somebody gives you the validation that you need, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep being me, because not saying that they're gonna take me home and we're gonna get married or anything, but like these like small things help us mentally keep going. And we don't even realize it sometimes. Like that's the thing that's gonna keep us going for the next month and a half. You remember that somebody gave you some good positive like words that help you, feel good about the skin that you're in. Because a lot of times we don't get that. Somebody might be like coming on too strong and they might be like, oh, well, I think you're attractive. Let's get, whatever. And it's like, no, you're doing too much. Just give me what I think that I need and then just keep it moving. Because, and that's what I said. And that's how I thought it was. And that, and one, I didn't even think she was going to say anything positive, back or give me some validation. But it was cool. I was like, all right, that's what's up. Like, so that was. So let me see. I talked to today. I talked to. Let's just say, not counting the stream, I talked to one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I think I talked to at least 10 people today. Strangers, people I've never met in my entire life. And it made me feel really good about that. And I'm really hoping that it felt the same exact way for them too, because like I said, that's all we need in life, you know? Like if we got some things that help us keep going, like dang, you can rule the world on these feelings, you know what I'm saying? Like you could just be on top of your game and get a better like fluid understanding of why you exist in this world. Not saying that those words, are going to be like you're going to write them down, and it's going to make you a best writer, a best poet or something. But like some of those small things are just, they hit home, man. They just really make us make sense about the skin that we live in, and the personality and the function and the drive that we have, because we made it, like for real, like we really did make it, through all the ifs and buts and boundaries and blah 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 blah. We made it, y'all. All right, I'm sorry. I'm so long-winded. We've been up here for 2 hours talking about cats, people, and sorry about that. Um, yeah, because people don't like. Yeah. We're gonna keep this going. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry. So this is black light as well that I'm adding to, just little scratches of. Ooh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's cat scratches. Um, yeah, but that's what we're adding to this. Like I said, I want to add something else to this area. I want to add, maybe it's not necessarily a color, but maybe it's a stamp that needs to be. Well, I got the hiccups. A part of the picture representation. So I talked to okay, so let's go down this little rabbit hole real quick. So I use AI for my artwork. I'm just gonna say it just like that. I'm gonna put this out there that these are tools that I'm using, right? So obviously this is not AI, right? It's obviously I'm painting and but I use it to help me assess my subconscious, because sometimes I want things that I don't realize um, that is dug like deeper inside. Like I need to pull something out, ask questions to AI and be like, hey, can I add this, or should this be a part of? And they'll be like, hey, this is a really good idea, but I don't think you should add this because you already have what you say you need. You just need to structure it so it tells a story. So I'm like, boom, my brain just goes wild thinking that, yeah, I have what I say I need. I just need to tell it as a story. Like there's functioning things in life that we already know. We just need to help tell the story about it, because then it'll make sense to us. So that's what I use AI to do, to help me explore new stories and things like that. Um, yeah. So I guess that's what I was trying to say. So the function of it, Sorry. All right, so this is what we'll do. Hold on. I have to find out. I think that might be my last because I usually, like I said, I don't stream for 6 hours anymore because my microphones die after an hour and I can't plug them up and then list and then use them at the same time. So, oh man. Anyway, I was on a roll with that one too until my microphone told me something different. But see that there's a green light on my microphone, so if there's no green light anymore, it's dead. And just like I said before, I have like 3 microphones that could be used. I have other ones in the box that I just didn't open up yet. All right, let me just calm down because I was excited what I was getting into. Anyway, so okay, so our subconscious. Okay, let me change this color out too because I don't need this color anymore. I think I want to use white though. Something about the white is like calling my name. But I don't know if I have any more. Anyway, so okay, so if you and I are having a conversation, you said okay, there it is, like out loud. You said sound is good. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. I'll be going. Sorry. Hopefully this one doesn't die. You said I thought you were just being very introspective. No, I wasn't trying to be that. I apologize. Okay, so I'm a deep person, and I'm a deep person because I think my thoughts are not my own thoughts. They're somebody else's thoughts or something else's thoughts. Okay. So when I was younger, I'm just gonna say it like this. When I was younger, I didn't know who I was. I knew that I was talking, but I didn't know where it was coming from all the time. And this is just, like I said, this is your internal thought process. And sometimes that internal thought process, you don't understand it. Like maybe you think that, how do I want to make these? So I thought of all of the ways that I can tell myself something, and then hopefully that thought process, I like that. That thought process would make something that I thought be true. And then I didn't realize that everybody is working on the same thing. Crazy. This is the wildest thing ever. But I was like, half of the time I'd be like, oh, I'm thinking this. Okay, cool. Then I said it out loud. I was like, okay, cool. And then when I did it out loud, I was like, oh, okay, cool. So a lot of this stuff was just trying to help me make sense of it in order to function with whatever it was that was saying so. Because I would say like, oh, I lost a bunch of people too. Sorry. Like when you start talking about yourself, people are like, You're like, don't do that. You can't talk about yourself. Anyway, this is my channel, bro. This is who I am. Anyway, so the idea was that I could figure out why I was thinking the things and trying to make things whatever that I didn't understand it yet. Sometimes I still don't understand why the heck I be thinking about drawing in the middle of the night, just getting up and just drawing in the middle of the freaking night. And I was like, somebody's trying to usher me to get to somewhere that I want to be. So that's your subconscious, okay? So I'm going to solve exactly what people don't know about their subconscious. So your subconscious is the factor that you agreed on before you came to this planet in your body, okay? I'm going to help you make this make sense. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is because I didn't already figure it out for a very long time. Actually, when I was like 12, 13, somewhere along there, I had already figured it out. I just didn't know how I could help it work better. So your subconscious is the thing that wants you to do the thing that you said you were going to do when you agreed to come here to this planet. So every day I'd be like, I want to do something cool. And then my body and my brain would be like, okay, well, what do you think is cool? And then it would be like, well, watch TV and we'll figure out what cool things mean, and getting the definition of it, right? So I was like, well, I mean, I like to skateboard. Can we just figure that out? Like how to skateboard and what that means, and is it cool? Should I build a ramp? Should I ask my mom to build, like a bunch of stuff. So what it helped me do is figure out how to manufacture something that I thought is possible. And so I was like, okay, well, let's do that. So then I figured out that my mom did not want to buy a ramp so I can ride my skates up a ramp. So I couldn't process that correctly. So there was a part where there was a limitation. So I realized that there's limitations to things. You can't just go out and do a bunch of stuff and expect a bunch of stuff, because it does not make sense. You see where I'm going with this, right? Y'all see what I just did here? Just want to make sure you guys understand exactly what I'm painting right now. So I figured that, okay, well, my subconscious or whatever this is asking me and giving me questions and blah, 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 blah. I was like, well, what if I don't do anything about it? What happened is that those thoughts got stuck, made me feel like I wasn't progressing because I didn't do what it was telling me to do. Remember, we already made a promise to ourselves or something and blah, 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 and we have to uphold it because that's what we agreed on. So I was like, I want to do all of that, but my mom and, I don't think it's possible. And then it was like, it is all possible. What are you talking about? I just gave you the idea. Where do you think the idea came from? Possibilities. So I was like, well, how can I do it if I don't have the money, or I don't have the items to make us, because I got skates. That was cool. I had skates and I had a skateboard, and it was like, you can do all that stuff. You just have to figure out how you want to see it done. And I was like, well, tell me, show me. And then it was like, gave me pictures and imagery and stuff to use. And there was books and, all this other stuff. So I was like, I guess I can do anything at that point, because before I knew it, I was doing exactly what it was that was said at that point in time. That was, a part of my thought process. So I was like, I want to continue to do more like this, but we can't do everything because it's too much to do. Then my subconscious was like, well, find out what makes you happy first. And then those tools that you need, I'll show you what those tools should look like, what they should feel like to make all of that possible. And then just go from there. So not only did I open up a new way of thinking for myself, but I stopped thinking that things were not possible. I saw the world already. I was like, yo, there's cars, there's people on TV, there's cartoons, there's plates and cups and all of this stuff. So I was like, there's got to be somewhere that I can fit in. And it would make me feel good, about the thoughts and stuff like that. So my conscious, once again, I'm telling you that this thing that was telling me to do stuff was like, just be who you say you want to be and then work towards it. And that's what I spent my entire life doing. It's trying to find out how I can be happy when I do the things that I love. And I've done it. I've done this ever since I was about 11 or 12 years old. I've been painting and drawing since then. And once again, like, I didn't realize how much it would take me different places. And I got to travel the world. Y'all only know, just like Amizu said, y'all only get to know what I show y'all. I got to travel the world. Like I have done things to the point where I was like, oh, you can do anything now. You can do anything in this world. You just have to find out what makes you happy while doing it. And the motive of my subconscious is to help guide me to do things that I agreed that was going to make me happy. And I'm gonna stand firm on that because I'm a believer 100%, because I just made all of this. I'm making myself proud every single day because I made it. Yep. And if you don't believe in yourself, you're going to spend a long time being unhappy. And that's the realest thing I could tell you. Because if you think that you're alone now, just wait until all those things start building up, and you can't be who you say you are because you're running on limits. There are no limits. I told my son this every day. I was like, you're not limited by anything. I don't care how much money you think and you don't have, and you think you should, yeah, blah, 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 all this other stuff. But I was like, no, you're only limiting yourself by the thoughts that you put in front of you. That's it. That's it. I just made this cat. He's standing in the rain, in the grass, because I made it. Yep. 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 That's what I did today. Let's go. Let's go. Man, this was a lot. This was a lot of fun. I didn't even think I would be drawing a cat standing in the grass in the rain. But guess what? I did. I swear I was not trying to draw a cat at all. Oh my gosh, bro. Well, man, if you think of yourself as, oh man, if you think of yourself as something that is unstoppable, man, you could do anything. I mean, you could do anything. And like I said, your subconscious is here to help you. It's like, I don't know if you think about that thing that sits on your shoulder, not the chip on your shoulder, but that you should do this. Nah, you should do this. No, you should do it this way because this is the best way. Well, I think you should take forever doing it on, you know what I'm saying? That's what your subconscious is doing. And then your ego is on either your left or your right, but your ego is telling you how long it's going to take for you to get that thing done, because it's supposed to help guide you to not make mistakes. It don't want you to make mistakes because you believe that mistakes are the wrong thing, but the ego draws its power from you not doing the best that you can, because it wants you to be just what you are right now. I don't want you to make no changes. It don't want you to do anything else. It wants you to do the continual thing that stays stuck in that environment. Like this picture, this cat will never ever leave this environment. That's the ego that I just created. That's what that is. You said cats love grass, but not sure about the rain. This cat right here loves the rain. I'll stand out in the rain for real. It's just water. I mean, maybe it might be lead. It might be heavy metals. I don't know what they do anymore. But this cat definitely does like the rain, just standing there. Oh my gosh, bro. But this is the greatest thing I've ever painted. I swear to God, this is it. I haven't even looked at it yet in my own reflection, because that's what this is, my reflection. Oh, you got a little extra length to it. Got a little smile to it. I like it though. I like it a lot, y'all. I do. I really do like it. I need to paint it. I mean, I need to put my signature on it. And oh yeah, so if any of my artwork, okay, so any of my artwork that you ever see on any of my past, my present, or my future, you know, if you want to purchase it, you can purchase it. I'll give you the best price. You tell me if you agree with it, you agree with it, because I want you to have it if that's what you're feeling. Because that's my energy. Oops. That's my energy that you're receiving. And I want you to feel something based on the energy that I painted. Because I told a couple stories. I believe in what I do because I'm responsive to what it is that I do and I say. And I want you to get something fair. Like, I want you to be like, yo, I remember when this dude was drawing this and painting and he created this. And I got to be there to watch him create this, because this is wild. Oh my gosh. I want you to have it. So I put the link. You see it's pinned. You can go, that's the link. So let's just say you want this, right? I'm not finished with this one yet, but let's just say you want this one right here, this right here. I would be like, I'm going to give you a price. I put it, take a few pictures, put it on the website, you purchase it, and I'm going to send it to you. That's it. The simplest thing I can do in order to share, in order to share my energy with you. And I also paint on the back of these too. I'm not sure if it's dry. It's not 100% dry, but so when this is all said and done, because today is, hold on, just give me a second. I'm cooking right now. December 20th. So I'm gonna put the date on here. I'll put my signature, and I'm gonna draw the back of this. This is gonna be one of a kind. You'll never ever find anything like this in the universe of universes. I draw on every last piece on the back. I'm just telling you that because that is how I believe art should be represented. Like, it's empty back there. You're like, oh, you'll never see the back of it. Yeah, but for those who hold this, you'll know what it took for me to create this piece right here. I'll put the date up there, and this will be something that you'll never ever forget because I made it. Real stuff. Real stuff. Sometimes I draw on the rest of it. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the energy is not there yet. It's abstract, but you know, or like this one, because both of these I painted today. Okay, so if, let's just say nobody buys this, right? I'm adding conclusion to this. Let's just say nobody buys this. I'm going to attach this to a larger canvas, and it's going to be a hexat. I can't say that word. It's HEXAT TYPCH. It's like a whatever. It's a word. I don't know if it's German or, but yeah. So I attached these to larger canvases, and so there's some right here. I'm gonna show you real quick. And so that is the full embodiment of my energy. So just like this one, I'm gonna draw on the back of this one too, but it's still wet. Actually, it might not be. I think most of the paint is dry. I don't see any shiny parts, so might be able to flip it over. But yeah, so the back of this, I'm gonna draw on the back of it too, because I take what I believe my energy belongs on this. You said acid. It could be acid. Maybe that's why it's melting. Oh shoot, maybe that's the idea. Maybe the cat's melting just standing there. Whoa, I didn't think of it like that too, Amizu. You said it looks great. Thank you, I appreciate that. Maybe I add some like mist or something. Maybe some white mist that highlights the shoulder part. I don't know. Just all thoughts, man. Yeah. I had a really good day, man. I had a really good day. It's 8 o'clock, and yeah, I've been streaming for 3 hours. What the heck, bro? All right, so I think I'm done sitting. I really need to clean up the rest of this, but I'm gonna show you what happens to pieces that don't get sold. Because I had this idea, right? Subconscious stuff. I know why I'm here. I'm here to create, right? But what happens is we don't know, let's just say we don't know what's going to happen 50 years later. But we're, you know, we're edging and trying to get ourselves, oops, don't do that. You're going to fall. So we don't know 20, 30 years from now what we're going to be doing. So we're only preparing for. So I told myself that what I wanted to do was my artwork to museums. I believe my artwork museum quality. I don't care what anybody else believes in their life. You can do anything if you put this mind, if you get that going, for real, for real. So take a look at this, right? So these are all of the 8x10s that people have yet to buy. So what I did was, because I liked each and every individual one, I attached it to this giant canvas. So this is just one. Come on, let go. So this is just one giant canvas. Let me put the camera down real quick because it's being extra. So once again, so this, wait, is it? Hold on, I gotta change. I think it's blurry. Hold on. Hold up. I think it's, well, I gotta wait for it to refresh. I don't know why it gets blurry and stuff like that. I have to turn off the internet. I think it's blurry. If it's blurry, I apologize, y'all. It just be doing whatever. I don't know. It looks blurry. It looks really blurry. Anyway, so but yeah, so this is what I do to all of the canvas. I like the little 8x10s, and I just attach them to. And so for every day, right? For every day that I have painted, there are the days of my life, my thoughts, and my actions that I put into this art piece. And I love playing with this stuff because this is all of me every single day. Like I said, I paint and draw every single day because I believe that's what I'm supposed to do. Somebody said that if you do something every day, you'll never be unhappy if you're doing what you love. And I love drawing. I love painting. I love creating. And you can see all like the little details and stuff that I added to this. And then I painted on the back of it too. Because like I said, each one of these are my masterpiece. Even if you're just going to the museum and you're like, hey, you know, where did this and how did this and blah, blah, blah. I created this from my imagination. For real. That's what I did. You see all my little triglots? They look like, so I'm gonna tell you this. They look like plants, but they're animals. And I didn't realize where I was actually getting this from. These exist on this planet. I can't tell you where they exist exactly, but I know that I'm not getting this imagery from nowhere. I'm getting it from this planet. They all exist on this planet. And so, yeah, I'm being long-winded. Sorry about that. But these, let me see. Here's some more cats. Here's some more of my cats. And there's the fish. So you have the white cat, you have the yellow cat, and then you have the black cat. Jeez. And these are my color schemes. I love these colors. I love white. I love yellow. I love green. And then like all of the in between is what, you know, makes the art. So some of these are finished. This one's not finished because I didn't draw anything in this area. But like I said, if you want this, I'll finish drawing this area. I'll wrap this up and send it to you. I made this October 6, 20. 25. Cats only observing. Yep. 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 But I think we're gonna get ourselves together, and I'm gonna get up out of here. I really appreciate everybody joining this. I appreciate everybody joining. Oh, look what I did to my fan too. Every time the fan spins, these spin too. You gotta do amazing things in life, bro. You just have to. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us today. Wait, I gotta get the. Hold on. Gotta get the marker. Wait, where's the marker? Oh, it's right here. So I can write the signature on it. But yeah, I thank you guys for joining this little experience today. Oh, that was a little tight there. And we're gonna make this a night to remember. We're gonna put our signature right here because we made it. Yeah, and we finished. Just like I said, the back's not finished yet, but the front is done. And I'm happy. Happy I got to do something that I love. Yep. I got to do it. I got to do the best that I could with this little cat. Yep. But yeah, thank you guys for joining this amazing live stream. Thank you, Omizu. Thank you guys. Let me see. What else? Well, I can't tap on it and see. Okay, there it is. Mosh, appreciate you. Life and Nature, Omizu, Caesar, thank you. Jaden and Jennifer. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. And guess what? I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, Omizu.